now we're talking. We're all dressed up and ready for baseball. Oh, free Willie Randolph. I appreciate it. Hey, it's a different shirt. You're still a champion, though.
It is. That's true.
It's technically Eternal Baseball Podcast number 28, but it's our first playoff podcast. And joining us from the What's on Joe Mind podcast, my pal Mike Irizarry.
Ah, how's everybody?
Who has backed off his lone demand. His only compensation for joining the Eternal Baseball Podcast is, well, normally I offer up a Yankee game because Mike's a big Yankee fan. I am too, but Mike actually grew up in New York, so it's a little closer. But yeah, he always said, you got to call up Willie Randolph. Got to have Willie at second because big Willie honk. And unfortunately, playoff rosters are frozen. So I'm giving him a Yankee game, but no Willie Randolph. So we appreciate you playing ball, literally, as we'll do our first playoff game tonight. So it is, we are through 2 games in all 4 division series in Eternal Baseball. And that means tonight, or tomorrow, technically, is game 3 for all 4 series. And the series are all shifting to the lower seeds home ballpark for the next 2 days. So we'll be playing the first of those games tonight. And as per tradition, that means it's Yankees at Tigers. That series is tied at 1 game apiece. I wrote down quick notes, but I've been doing the box scores on these the last couple of days, so I remember them all. Game 1 in the Bronx had a tough start for Whitey Ford because it was Hank Greenberg Day. Who knew? 3 homers for Hank, giving them the game 1 win. And then game 2 was the Joe DiMaggio show with a 2-run double and a 2-run triple. And then he scored on one of those. So he either knocked in or scored 5 of the 6 Yankee runs in the 6-1 Yankee win. We'll be all over that tonight. Oakland is at Birmingham, and Oakland, who's a heavy underdog, stole game 1 off a bases loaded Miguel Tejada double. And then game 2, Satchel Paige kind of put things back on track with 13 strikeouts and took care of business. That series is tied at 1. In Chicago, the Cubs are hosting Philly. Game 1 had a 10th inning Wilson Contreras walk-off. Game 2 had Philly's Ed Moore pitching the whole game and shutting down the Cubs to tie that series at 1 apiece. And then in the National League, the Braves are significant underdogs to the Giants, who've been the NL's best team all year. And 2 really good tight games, but the only similarity between the 2 is the Atlanta bullpen blowing it. And that was back from not the dead, but back from the past. John Rocker losing it in game 1, and then game 2 with a 1-run lead. Craig Kimbrell gave off a leadoff bomb to Barry Bonds, and then more trouble later, and the Giants walked that one off. So that's the lone series that's kind of well in hand. San Francisco with the 2-game lead over Atlanta as the series shifts to Atlanta. So that's where we're at this week. It's based, the playoff format is the higher seed gets 4 of the 7 games. If it goes 7, they are 7-game series. So, for example, Detroit and New York, the game we'll be playing tonight. First 2 in New York, next 2 in Detroit, and then the next 3 alternate. And there's some off days mixed in there too, to just like real baseball, give some of the players some rest and let the bullpen not get exhausted, and not let guys, you don't want like the 1 and the 2 pitching every game, but you also don't want a 5th starter getting in. Say again?
Ed Rulebach wants that.
Right? Ed's like, come on, Big Ed. Yeah, he'll be, I think he's a game 3 starter for Chicago.
270 pitches?
270 pounds, I think. It was big Ed Rulebach, I think. But today was an off day, so I didn't have to run any games. But that meant I spent today putting together, I got to come up with a different name for it than Gold Glove, because that's a pretty wrapped up Rawlings trademark. But essentially the best fielders in each league, and also our Cy Young and MVP candidates. I really wanted to do a dedicated award for a relief pitcher, because I don't think relievers, unless they're off the chart, should be in the Cy Young discussion. But relievers, what we found in Eternal Baseball, they're really kind of marginalized. because so many of the vintage pitchers pitch the whole game anyway. So I think it was Cy Young had like 38 complete games out of 41 starts. So Papelbon didn't get into that many games up in Boston, and he pitched real well, but yeah. So there were like when I was looking up best relievers for, I think it was, God, it might have been Anaheim, had a guy who threw like 14 innings. They were really good. He had like a 1.4 ERA, but I mean, what are you going to do? It's 14 innings of work. And if he gives up a 2-run bomb in the 15th appearance, his ERA goes from like 1.1 to like 4.8. So anyway, we'll see what we do with that. But for today, and there are some teams that use the pen a lot. The Yankees use their pen a lot. But the Yankees have in their prime Sparky Lyle, Dave Righetti, Goose Gossage, Della Betances, and Mariano Rivera. So
I pen a lot too.
I think I'd be in that pen, and they certainly would. Right? Yeah, we'll see where we get with that. And down the road, at some point in Eternal Baseball, ALDS Chapman will be more Yankee than Red. So he is now, but this is him in his prime. So yeah, I know. That's that recency bias.
Get me Disco Dave Robertson.
The Tampa Bay Ray?
No, I mean the guy who had the best season for any setup man in our lifetime,
Yeah,
Dave Robertson.
True. That's true.
He had an ERA plus 1 year of 2.20.
I always liked Dave Robertson. Hurts me to see him in Tampa as a Yankee fan, but it's not like New York didn't have a shot at him.
Yeah, they got a phone too.
Anybody could have done that. So anyway, here's what we're looking at as far as the playoff bracket, as you were. I know it's a bit of an eye chart, but it's best of 7 division series. Then we'll have our best of 7 championship series, and of course a best of 7 eternal series there at the end. But tonight we are focused on Yankees and Tigers. And what I've been doing for all games, I'll set them up with human managers on both sides just to make sure I'm setting the lineups correctly for both teams. Because the last thing I want is the computer doing something weird and there was some Oakland game I was watching, and I had simmed a bunch of them live, and then it was getting late in the season. The division was wrapped up. I just let them go. And they'd seen that Ricky Henderson had been playing like 120 games in a row beyond his suspension for bumping an ump. We missed a week. So they're like, Ricky's going to sit. Ricky played center field in Eternal Baseball. So they're like, who's going to play center? I don't know. They put a pitcher in center field. Jack Coombs, for some reason, just said, I got it. I'll spot you, Ricky. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen. So we're going to set it up for 2 human managers. But then before the first pitch, we'll flip Detroit back to computer. And
the much heralded legs of Reggie Jackson.
Right. And Al Simmons, who spends half the time in left field and half the time as Spawn. So, he's a busy man. But easy to snag fly balls with the chains and the cape and everything. So
the cape helps.
Good for Al. Let me make these a little bigger, or maybe very large, so it's not easier to see. Okay, I think we're good to go. Human play ball. So for the Yanks pitchers, this is ranked in order of ERA. Again, these are replay stats. This is what they did in the Eternal Baseball season this year. So it was Whitey for game 1, Mel Stottlemyre for game 2. Now it's Bob Shockey. And it'll get interesting for the next game because Babe Ruth is next in terms of ERA. And Babe is going to be like, hey, give me the ball, Skip. I'm a pitcher too, right? I can get it done.
Hot dog in his right hand. Baseball.
Exactly. Why didn't you catch that? I had a dog, coach. Okay, so then over here, we can do all of Detroit. So Detroit started with Newhouser and then Bunning, and today it's Bill Donovan. And since they're facing right-handed Bob Shockey, OPS. So this is ranked by OPS versus right-handers. So looking at I usually put Cobb up top. Let's see if the on. The on base here is Heilman. Cash is actually the best, but Cobb's the fastest. So we'll probably start with Cobb, and then Cash will go third to let us go lefty, righty, lefty, righty. K-line second, and Heilman cleanup. Heilman's had an incredible year, but he only plays right field, which will put K-line in left, and that's fine. And then
No problems there.
Cash is a first baseman. Cabrera can play third, but he's awful. But we also have a DH spot. We can figure that out as we go. Nothing wrong with Alan Trammell. Castellanos had a really good year for them. And he was only on there because he murders lefties. But he's done well against righties too. Yeah. The numbers being almost the same in Greenberg with 3 homers in game 1. I think you're going to want Greenberg in that lineup over Castellanos.
I would take Greenberg, yes.
I don't think any Tiger fan is going to be like, how did you sit Nick?
I also don't hit Hank Greenberg 7th.
We can slide him up. Trammell's numbers are notably better, though, against righties. 837 versus 760.
I guess.
On the OPS.
Trammell's no slouch. He's a 20 home run guy in an era when guys didn't hit 20 home runs.
That's true. All right, so Greenberg can play left, or he's probably our best first baseman defensively. So if Greenberg's at first, this is going to get ugly here real quick. That puts Cash at DH, and that puts Cabrera as a very shaky third baseman.
Does Norm Cash have any other type of positional flexibility?
No.
All right, well, then Miggy can play third, and they'll have to deal with the fallout.
Yeah, Trammell, going to have to get a lot of range to your right there.
Yeah.
And then Gehringer's great at second. That gives him a lefty. And then Freehand catches.
Yeah, don't we have to play Bill Freehand? He just passed away this week. We have to.
Yeah. Well, and Tiger fans went nuts on me in the beginning of the year when I posted Tettleton as the starting catcher because he was really good against righties. And you play more righties than lefties. So I put up the starting 9 based on right-handed pitching, and woof, did I ever hear about it. So
Look, I'm going to defend the Tiger fans on this one. You probably earned that one.
Yeah, that's probably true. Freehand's a really good defensive catcher, and Tettleton was not. So fair enough. All right, moving over here, we'll get over to some Yankee baseball. So the way it went almost all year, and we're against a right-hander, they ran DiMaggio, Gehrig, Mantle, Ruth, which just gives me the shivers. Like, it makes me feel all warm inside. But the numbers don't necessarily back that up. DiMaggio has been fantastic and has led off all year. So I kind of like this setup. And then by the numbers, it's Gleyber Torres and Bill Dickey for the 2 and the 3. Now that feels kind of hinky, but the numbers back that up. Although Torres only played about a third of the year. So that's a small sample size.
Who we got? Who are they facing here?
Bill Donovan, right-hander, had about a 4 ERA on the year. Not great.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can't sit Lou Gehrig against a right-hander, right? I mean,
no, I'm not going to sit Lou. I just don't know that he would hit 2 or 3 based on his production. I know that sounds blasphemous, but here he is ranked by OPS versus right-handers, and he's 6th.
Well, I mean, give me a number on that, though.
Oh, okay. He's 857 versus Bill Dickey, who's an 886.
So we are engaging in the very definition of splitting hairs.
Pretty much, yeah. And I'm a big Gehrig guy, so you're not going to break my heart. If you want to drop Gehrig.
Man, Lou Gehrig's hit third. If not, because he's got a 4 on his back.
Wouldn't you hit him second, though, to break it up lefty, righty, lefty, righty?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll spot that one.
All right, Gehrig at first. Now we need a right-hander for the 3-hole. That won't be Dickey. It probably won't be Torres. It could be Tony Lazzari, or it could be Yogi Berra, or you could put Mickey there. Mickey Mantle had a down year, but he's a switch hitter, and he's Mickey friggin' Mantle. So
it's a playoff game, man. Let's go with Mickey Mantle.
All right, put Mickey here. Mickey plays center, and DiMaggio plays left, which I'm sure Joe's very excited about.
somewhere spinning in his grave.
Right. All right. So now you're going to want a right-hander next. So that's either Irizarry, Torres. By the numbers, it would be Torres or Irizarry, or maybe Jeter. But Jeter's notably down there.
I like Tony Irizarry coming up here. Let's keep Murderer's Row going.
All right. And
maybe Bill Dickey after that.
Okay. Now, if you're going lefty righty, now it's either Gleyber Torres or Derek Jeter.
For a shortstop?
No, this will probably if Torres plays, he plays second because Irizarry plays a decent third base. Third base has been a hole for the Yankees all year.
That's true.
In Eternal Baseball.
Yeah. Well, let's see. What are our other options at third base then?
Joe Gordon. Gordon can play second, and that again slides Irizarry to third. Or you've got A-Rod who can play third. But A-Rod had a rotten year, particularly against right-handers. He's down here at the bottom with a 636 OPS.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's get Jeter in there hitting seventh.
Okay.
We get Torres hitting eighth.
Okay. And then Yogi hitting ninth?
Sure.
And then Yogi is better defensively. It's close, but better behind the plate than Dickey. So usually if they play at the same time, Yogi catches and Dickey's the DH. And Torres is second base, Irizarry at third. Good with that?
And that gives us some flexibility later. We can use A-Rod as a defensive replacement.
Yep.
Or a pinch hitter against lefties. We've got Mattingly lurking in the weeds. We've got Judge. We've got Joe Gordon for some flexibility.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got lots going on here.
We got some chess pieces we can use. So and just for you, we got Willie down here, mad at Scranton.
Well, I mean, it's a tough one, but man, being an all-time Yankee's a tough place to be.
Yeah. There's guys that Pettit couldn't make this team, so I understand what we're talking about. All right, I think we're ready for baseball.
Your Willie Randolph trivia bit of the day, Mark.
This playoff series between
11 all-time and Yankees wins above
1 game apiece.
That's incredible.
Bob Shaka will start for New York. He'll be opposed by Bill Donovan for Detroit.
Are you hearing this intro?
It's 65 degrees. Wind speed 6 miles per hour. Out to right field.
Okay.
Pitching for Detroit.
Play
Bill
ball.
Donovan. Leading off for New York. Left fielder, number 5, Joe DiMaggio.
All right, we're ready for baseball. Oh, hold on, I gotta get the comments rolling. All right, game time. Jody. Oh, and now I have to go up to, make sure I don't forget this. Hand Detroit back over to the computer. There we go. Jody. Not quite.
Not a promising start.
First
Nope.
baseman.
It's over.
4, Lou Gehrig.
Okay.
Center fielder.
I believe in old biscuit pants.
Mickey
They throw
Mantle.
over on Gehrig all the time. And he's only ever right around like 50% to get the base. When I'm in charge, I never send him. Never. But they throw over all the time on Lou. I don't know why.
I mean, I guess the double play, you want to keep that
Fielder.
open
Number 3.
I guess.
Babe
with
Ruth.
the light
Mantle,
the coming up.
Mantle strikes out, but it brings up Babe Ruth.
Who gave Babe the bunt sign?
Pitching for
I was
New York,
hoping Cabrera's
Bob
throw would be offline.
Shaka. Leading off for Detroit. Center fielder, Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb, aside from being a stand-up human being and the kind of guy you'd want to watch your kids, is an incredible bunter.
Yeah, we need to bring in the corners there. There we go.
So we'll bring in the corners here on Ty. Sit down, Ty.
Left fielder,
Oh, wow.
Al Collin.
I hate it when they mispronounce the names. And everyone says Al Kaline was one of the nicest guys ever to play baseball. So I'm sorry about that, Al Collin. But
Designated hitter, Norm Cash.
Have you heard the Norm Cash Bob Gibson story?
Probably, but why don't you go ahead and give it for our fans?
Game one of the, I think it was, game one of the 68 World Series. Tigers against Cardinals, but more importantly, Bob Gibson. And I think Gibson struck out 16 Tigers in like a 4-1 win or something like that. And when they let reporters into the Tiger clubhouse afterwards, they came rushing in, and Cash was there in his underwear probably. And he held his bat up over his head because he had the 16th strikeout. And he said, "Hey, boys, you want to see the bat that set the record?" Good for you, Norm.
Hey, tomorrow's another day.
That's it. Yeah, and they came back and won that. Beat Gibson in Game
Right
7.
fielder.
So good for Detroit.
Heilman.
Cash is not a threat to run.
No.
Harry Heilman's ridiculous. I was going through the MVP candidates now, and spoiler alert, there's a Heilman in there. I won't say which one, but he's incredible. He's also a decent bunter, 7 out of 10.
There's 2 outs, though. He ain't bunting.
Yeah, 2 outs and early. All right, fine. Yeah, that guy.
Third baseman, number 24.
No worries.
Miguel Cabrera.
It's only Miguel Cabrera in his prime.
Let's just be happy we kept him in the yard.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Hey, Miggy, what's that? Hey, it worked. Maybe. All right.
Baseman,
There we go.
number 6, Tony Lazzari.
It's a shame he's leading off since he's push him up Tony, but fine.
There's only one guy to push.
Right? Cobb.
Designated hitter,
Not pushing.
number 8, Bill Dickey.
Bill Dickey. Not
There we
bad.
go.
Shortstop, number 2, Derek Jeter.
All right, Jeter. Well, he did that little inside-out swing
Second
and
baseman,
legged it out.
number 25, Gleyber Torres.
Now, I know Torres' star has dimmed in New York, and he didn't do very well early, got sent down. But third base had been such an absolute hole. A-Rod got a couple turns there. Joe Gordon got some time there. Greg Nettles got called up and homered in his first game and never got another hit. So there have been a number of candidates. And for a franchise as venerable as the Yankees, they really haven't had that many great players at third.
The answer to it was Willie Randolph, of course.
Yeah, because I can slide Lazari and he doesn't mind. We'll see. We'll see if we
Willie
get
Randolph
there.
played 1 game in his career at third base. Made 3 errors.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's just keeping it warm for Mike Blowers, I think.
That was back in his Pittsburgh days. So whoever Scrap Iron was over there, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Phil
could have
Gardner?
been.
I don't know. Something whatever. Somebody correct me on that.
Play the kid at third. It's easier. He'll be fine. Okay. If you've watched recent Yankee games, that's like Odor at third base, right? He had no idea what the hell he was doing over there. So,
No, thankfully the hands and the arm play though. So
yeah, that's true. All right, so here's Gleyber. Well, anyway, when Gleyber came back up out of desperation, he has been white hot for the last month. So we'll hope that continues if you're a Yankee fan. Now Jeter's at 67% to steal second. I normally won't send a guy unless it's at least 70.
Send him.
All right, fair enough.
Send him.
Freehand's a great catcher with an average arm. So he's off. He's meat.
Oh.
Stop. Alan.
Well, I get that. We've channeled Brent enough for one day.
Yeah, that's probably true. Trammell's a great bunter too. So you think I'm thinking.
That's not going to hurt me. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, sit down.
First baseman, Hank
The
Greenberg.
Shaw
Yeah.
having a bit of a day with missing bats here.
Yeah, I'm digging it. All right, Hank Greenberg. Oh boy.
Second
Lead
baseman,
off double.
Charlie Gehringer.
One out double.
Oh yeah, one out double. Sorry. Gehringer's a great bunter, but probably not with one out.
Man's already on second. He ain't going to bunt.
It's just a can of corn.
Catcher, Bill Freehan.
I'd like to get Bill because the lineup's about to turn over. So, Bob, if you will. Ah. And there it is. First run of the game.
Center fielder.
Bill
Todd
Freehan with a
Cobb.
single. And now
Kurt
Cobb's.
Freehan.
Yeah, right? The respect is gone now. All right, well. Wasn't going to be a shutout, so I'm not worried. Right?
It never is. We probably should have played as the Tigers.
Catcher.
Yeah, there's some validity to that. Yogi.
Oh, Yogi, come on. The bunt signal was not on.
Oh, he ran it out.
Oh, Yogi busting it.
You know, Yogi got a phone call from Posada, right, in between innings, and he's like, they're batting you where? They're batting you ninth? Oh, I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take that, Yogi. You're Yogi Berra, for God's sake.
Yogi effing Berra.
Right? I don't know. Yeah. Joe D. That's not going to get it done, Joe. Run, Joe.
First baseman.
Apparently a takeout slide at second.
We give Yogi the credit we can.
Yeah. And up comes, and in center field, he had a good shot of that. Ty Cobb was like, that was dirty. What are you doing?
Come on.
That's not going to do it either, Lou.
Left fielder.
All right. That's still early.
Colin.
Bottom of the third. Here's all Colin. Oh, me, just barely.
Designated hitter. Norm Cash.
Norm Cash.
Come on, Shockey.
I'm watching you,
Right
Shockey.
fielder, Harry Heilman.
Heilman's so good. He scares the death out of me. Oh, there goes Norm. Me. I should have kept him close. I lost track of him.
You don't steal on Yogi.
Guess not.
Sometimes Yogi's just got to take care of Yogi business.
Right. Hey, boo-boo.
Center fielder.
Hey, boo-boo.
I just threw him out at second base. All right, Mickey.
Oh, Mickey.
Bad year for Mickey Mantle.
Ruth.
Run, babe, run. Yes.
Oh, the Bambino with his little legs.
Ruth is 76% to steal second.
Do it.
There you go. I just want you to take the onus for this.
Do it.
He's off. He's in there. Now 38% to get third.
No. It's time to put him up, Tony, to push.
Push him up, Tony. Ooh, that sounded good, but at least it was to the right side.
Designated hitter. Bill Dickey.
It's all on you, Bill. That's not going to do it, Bill.
No, it is not.
Oh, wait.
Oh, error.
He dropped it.
Jeter.
E3. What happened there?
It was a bad throw from Gehringer.
Oh. Ooh.
Greenberg leaped. Again, not Mike Greenberg, because that would be boring. Bruce scores. And now Dickey's at second base. Scores tied up 1-1.
Excellent.
With DJ at the plate. With a single up the middle, Dickey scores.
Second baseman.
2-1 Yankees.
Torres.
Appreciate that. Jeter is 64% to steal. I think that's enough to put the leash on.
Oh yeah, no, we just got up 2-1. We don't necessarily want to end the inning right here.
Right, we got the momentum. So Glaber. Oh, yeah, they're checking on Jeter. Telling you, that's Glaber Torres.
Catcher.
Scalding.
Berra.
Yogi Berra back up, looking for a picnic basket. It's not at first, though.
No.
All right, we'll take it, though.
Miguel.
Yanks put two across, take a 2-1 lead. That may be tenuous with Miguel Cabrera coming up to the plate. All right.
Shortstop. Alan.
It stayed in the yard.
This game refuses to let us keep a lead.
Nope. Trammell's a really good bunter. with Cabrera on second, down a run. Should we bring those corners in?
I would say bringing the corners in is a solid play.
All right. Yeah, he bunts. Oh, they get Cabrera at third.
First baseman.
Oh, Yogi. Look at Yogi.
Solid. Yep.
Saving
and meanwhile,
love.
In the dugout, Bill Dickey's saying, I could have done that.
You probably could have.
You probably could have, actually.
You probably could have.
All right, Greenberg. Line to Torres.
Baseman, Charlie Gehringer.
Charlie Gehringer. All right, so it's one of these little squibbers in front of the plate. We got barely any chance to get Gehringer at first, a 9% chance to get him.
Okay.
And if it goes bad, frequently this is a throw that hits the runner or goes down the line and lets Trammell get at least third, and sometimes Gehringer second. So for 9%, I think you put this one in your pocket with 2 outs.
What's our other choice? Do we have any other choice, or just eat?
Try the risky play or just put it in your pocket. That's all you get.
Yeah.
9%?
9% is not a great chance.
In a 1-run game, I think you got to eat that ball.
Yeah, you kind of do.
All right, we're not throwing.
I hate it, but you do.
Catcher, Bill Freehan.
Freehan, who had the RBI single earlier. Oh, and does it again. Oh,
praying.
Oh, throw home. We got a 2% chance to get Trammell at home.
Yeah, go ahead.
If we throw home, Gehringer probably takes third, though.
Sure. There's 2 outs. I mean, we might as well get 2% is better than 0%, right?
Fair. Yeah, fair enough. And DiMaggio's got a good arm. All right, fine. Oh, we can cut the throw to third and get a 37% chance to get Gehringer going to third. I like that.
Okay.
All right.
We'll hedge our bets.
Cheater to third. Ah, we get nothing.
Center fielder, Ty Cobb.
We are bums.
Ty Cobb's not bunting with 2 outs, is he?
No.
Okay.
Not on purpose, anyway.
Right. Oh. All right. This kind of fell
Left
apart
fielder,
slow, but
Colin.
do we want to get somebody up in the pen in case this keeps going south?
We do, and we probably need to have some length on that. Or we need to get somebody short and somebody long, basically.
Right. Betances is the best short guy, and he can be ready in 1 batter.
That's a good choice there. And then we got Guidry available.
Actually, Guidry had a rough season. Lefty Gomez took his spot. So our long guys are, for the lefties, it's Gomez and Sabathia, and for the righties, it's Tanaka. We started a righty, so we probably would want to bring in a lefty to monkey with their lineup choices.
Yes, yeah. Let's get Chubby Conqueror CC Sabathia up there.
That's not what it stands for. It's actually Chocolate Cookie Sabathia.
It's not Chubby Conqueror?
No, it's Chocolate Cookie.
Okay, all right.
But I agree with it. So we got a lefty and a righty up, and Betances is lights out against both. So if we're in trouble, doesn't matter who Betances is against. All right. So a tough spot here for Bob Shockey against Al Kaline with 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Oh, get it. I think we got out of that.
Left fielder, Joe.
How was the easy play not to second base? Anyway.
Runner must have been got a good jump. So Betances is ready, but we certainly don't need him right now. So I'm going to sit him back down because they burn out quick. And the one problem with Betances in eternal baseball is he's only got 30 pitches max. So you can't get much out of him, especially if you burn him up in the pen.
Right.
So, but Sabathia can keep warming, in case it continues to fall apart.
I say, CC, we might want to go ahead and just get him in next inning anyway. But let's go ahead and see what we're dealing with when that starts.
All right, so 2-2, top of the lineup, Jody.
Hey,
getting it done.
First baseman, Lou Gehrig.
All right, Lou's a terrible bunter, so that writes itself. Unless if you ever want to hit and run, let me know. But I don't do that a whole lot.
If we were ever going to pull that one off, this would be the time.
I'm open to it, but
good base runner, good contact guy. Let's give it a shot.
All right.
We need to get some runs across. We need to be aggressive.
No, get to the stands. That's good. Again?
Sure.
On a 1-1 count. It's not a foul. But not with 2 strikes, right?
Skyline going 15 rows up to try and get that one.
If he'd have caught that, I'd have been really bent. Come on.
72% for DiMaggio at first base.
73 now.
Okay.
You want to send him or hit and run, or there's 2 strikes?
Let's go ahead and just straight up put the steal on.
All right. He's off.
Center
weird that safe is in bright red,
Mantle.
But okay. Oh, and it looked like Gehrig struck out on that pitch, but
sorry,
whatever.
That's on us.
That's on you for batting him second, but
oh well. Now I see how it is.
Mickey Mantle takes a walk.
Still get out on the ball.
Look, Mantle's 92% to steal second.
Send him. Wait, no. All right. I mean,
that would happen in A's games all the time with Terry Steinbach batting ninth. He did a walk and Ricky had come up going, son of a bitch. It's like a 1-lane road with a snowplow in front of you. Like, man. Even me being Ricky fan number 1 when Steinbach would get on or hustle out like infield single to third. I'm like, Steinbach. How's Ricky going to steal?
Curse Steinbach.
Ricky's still home, by the way, in game 1 against the Knights. So nice. Pretty fond of that. Anyway. All right. So 2 men on. Babe Ruth. Ooh, nope. Sounded good.
You know, this is the 4th or 5th time I've done a Yankee game with you here, Webb, and Babe Ruth has done nothing.
Yeah, I know, right? His overall season numbers are very good, but So it is a sacrifice on some level, though, because DiMaggio is 92% chance to be safe at third.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So I think he's off. Yeah, he's good.
Third baseman, Tony Lazzari.
Not just push him up, but push him in, Tony. Let's see it. Oh. Maybe it makes the seats.
No.
Just barely. 1 and 2.
Hank Greenberg can only go 2 rows deep because he's 8 feet tall.
Mantle is 68% to steal second, but I think we're just letting Tony hit at this point, yeah? Yeah, or not hit.
Designated hitter, Norm Cash.
Sabathia is ready, and this is the only left-hander among the next 5 hitters. But Shockey has not pitched. He hasn't pitched great, but he hasn't pitched poorly either. Only bottom of the 5th. I think you let him get into trouble at least, right?
I mean, how much bullpen are we going to save, man? It's a playoff game.
I suppose that's true. It is a very deep bullpen.
Give me CC.
All right. I can do that.
Give me Chubby Conqueror.
Oop, I almost clicked the wrong thing. Come on in, CC.
Pitching for New York, number 52, CC Sabathia.
CC Sabathia. Hey.
Sabathia. Coming in for the pen. Taking his time.
Apparently there's some chocolate on his jersey.
Harry Heilman.
This guy.
This effing guy.
Right? Oh, boy. Jody's all over that. I just know Heilman's going to break our back at some point in this game. He's that good. I should be more afraid of Miguel Cabrera, but Heilman's numbers on the year were – maybe I have them. Oh, I got them here somewhere, so I was going over it today. Yeah, dig these numbers for Harry Heilman on the season. 338 with 33 homers and 133 RBIs. So no big deal, right? As far as total bases go, I think he was third with 381 behind Tris Speaker, but 30 behind DiMaggio. DiMaggio was incredible this year. The only guy in either league to hit 50 home runs. So
he's a wrecker, that DiMaggio. We need him to
Telling
maybe
you.
wreck some runs.
I think he was a little motivated by
Designated
that
hitter,
preseason
Bill.
talk about him playing left. Bill Dickey.
Still not getting it done.
Nope.
Murderers row my white backside.
Right.
Derek Jeter.
Here we go, DJ. All right, or not.
Second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
And they threw him out of first.
Shortstop, Alan Trammell.
Bottom of the sixth, Alan Trammell leads off. Great bunter. So again, not going to fool us. You get him?
Looks like it.
First
Okay,
baseman, Hank Greenberg.
The home crowd went at Jeter
Right?
made the play.
Second
So
baseman,
The best
Charlie
is when a home guy
Gehringer.
gets hit. They play pretty much the same sound effect every time. And there's one really upset fan. He just goes like 4 times. No way. No way. And then he's like, you're trying to beat me. I don't even know what's going to happen. Okay. So I like that guy, whoever that guy is.
he's quality.
I'm good with him. All right, Charlie. With a single.
catcher, Bill Freehan.
Gehringer is no threat to steal. We'll hope you get Freehan here and get out of here before the top of the lineup comes up. Oh, yeah. Here, listen.
Center fielder,
Oh.
Ty Cobb.
I did the whole setup. The guy was getting popcorn or something.
Yeah.
So is this Betances get ready time, you think?
Well, no.
No?
Let's see what he does against the lefty with Cobb.
But if I get Betances ready now, he would be ready to face the next guy.
Okay.
All right. Joe's got that.
Lazy one out to DiMaggio.
Catcher,
Nice.
Yogi Berra.
Now we'll wrap our toy back up. We're good, Dylan.
Sit down, man. Sit down.
Yeah, you're fine. Yogi is infield single and a ground out to first. And a walk.
All right. Yogi's getting it started.
Left fielder, Joe DiMaggio.
There we
Top
go.
of
That's
the
the guy we
seventh.
want.
Yep, here's the guy. Best season for the Yankees this year, Joe D. Let's see it. Not quite.
Didn't quite have the distance.
Not quite.
Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig.
Larrap and Lou.
Oh, they think Barrett's going. He's
Jeez.
not.
The pinstripe flash over there.
Yeah, he's totally not. Lou, though. Ugh.
Oh, Lou.
Trammell to Gehringer to Greenberg, and we're done.
Left fielder, Howard.
Sabathia has 40 pitches left in his arm, so he's fine. But we have a brilliant bullpen out there, too. I say we, but it's also a tie game. So the length we get out of Sabathia is probably valuable.
Hey.
Hi! Big finish.
All right. Before we throw here,
Yeah.
what are our, let's get Tanaka up. At
Okay.
least get him loose in case we need another guy to give us some length.
Fair enough.
He's a bulldog, that Tanaka.
Oh, and look at this. My buddy Scaz, big Tiger fan, actively rooting against us. Right?
I respect that.
But we got backup. So we have a tag team match all you want. 3-on-1. Let's go.
We got Wreck Time Rob.
That's it. All right. So we got Masahiro warming up in the pen. Al Kaline leads it off. Tie game, bottom 7. Yeah, sit down now.
Designated hitter.
CC's
Norm.
pissed that somebody's up in the bullpen.
Right? He's motivated. Oh, that's problematic. Norm Cash. Cashing it in, as it were.
Right
Yeah,
field.
a lefty, no less.
Heilman.
And now Heilman, who I'm terrified of. Tanaka is not ready. Now, we can always pitch around a guy.
Yeah, there's no reason for that. We're already down.
Yeah.
The most he can do is take a second run.
This is going to be bad. I can't look. You know what?
Provided he doesn't airmail that into the upper deck, we're okay.
Right. I'm pleasantly surprised. Somewhere in the stands, Steve Sachs is like, I used to do that. And people are like, no, you didn't. Not really.
In LA, you used to do that.
Yeah, true. Miguel Cabrera's up. Better against lefties, but you can't really call it a split, right? Like, he's at a disadvantage because he hits 359 against lefties and 331 against righties. Like,
yeah. Good luck.
Either way.
Good luck.
Yeah, and there we go.
Shortstop. Alan Trammell.
Kept him in the yard, so.
Tanaka's ready if we want to go to him.
I think this is CC's last hitter.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely his last hitter.
First baseman.
After that performance.
Greenberg.
We are definitely going to Tanaka for the righty.
Pitching for New York, number 19.
And just in case this gets worse, I think we're going to knock on Dellen's door again.
Not a bad call.
Oh, he's going to have a reduced pitch count now because it's the third time we got him up. But if we need him, we'll need him fast. Oh, that's a problem. Greenberg with a single.
Second baseman, Charlie Gehringer.
If I visit the mound, which I can do, Tanaka's not tired.
No.
But Betances is ready with 25 pitches in his arm. Far better. If you look at, we'll get the numbers here. Pitchers, K per 9. Betances is the best by far. 12 and a half strikeouts per 9 innings. So.
Well, hey, let's go get him. It's the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's, if ever there's a time, 2 on, 2 out, down 2 runs. And we probably can't get him up a fourth time, right?
No. We have gone to the well one time too many.
Pitching for New York, number 68, Dellin Betances.
Let's see it, Betances. Oh, get it, Mickey. Great play.
Betances, that's a murder.
That's pretty bad. Donovan, wow, he's throwing 120, but he can throw 145. So there's still some bullets left in that gun.
Now, we have not done a whole lot to him to say that he should come out. So
yeah, it's true.
All
right, Mickey.
Mantle makes a play in a field. Oh, he's
going for 3.
Right fielder, Babe Ruth.
I'm liking that leadoff triple from the Mick.
Make some noise, Mickey.
Now, this is time for a squeeze play.
Absolutely. With Ruth, a renowned bunter and batsmith.
Absolutely. All right, babe. That's going to do it. Get one in.
Bambino's an RBI machine.
Not only an RBI machine, but he's 83% to steal second base right now.
Send him.
All right, off he goes. Meep. He's in there.
The renowned legs of Babe Ruth.
13% to take third. Just keep running.
Do it. I'm surprised he stopped.
Push him up. Tony Lazzari, fantastic bunter. Infield's already in. Nobody out.
The guy's in scoring position already. Hit, swing away.
Yeah, and take advantage of those 2 numbskulls standing on the grass. Tony, push him up. I don't think that was a bunt on purpose.
Swinging bunt.
But it accomplished the same difference.
I guess.
To third.
Yeah, Lazzari grounded weakly to first. Fine. Bill Dickey. I'm just going to check since Dickey's the DH. We're still against right-handers. I'm sure there isn't a better option. Batting against right-handers. Nope. No, there's nobody to pinch hit. Everybody in the lineup is better than everybody at the base. So,
yeah, our lineup is set up for defense substitutions.
Yeah. Or maybe if a lefty comes in.
Maybe.
Because Judge murders lefties. And A-Rod hits them pretty well, too. So, Bill Dickey. Ooh. 78% chance Ruth scores on that. Yeah, I'm with you. Either way, Bill Freehand's going to be sore tomorrow. Here he goes. He's in there.
Shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Look at us cobbling together small ball runs with the 1927 Yankees.
Right. Bunt, sac fly. Send Ruth to second. Okay. Derek Jeter.
Babe Ruth's 2 steals.
Jeter has grounded to first, grounded a single to middle, and struck out so far. And that doesn't happen.
Whoa.
Tough day.
Catcher, Bill.
He had a base hit.
Betances is fine, but he's only got 25 pitches.
Yeah,
so I'm just saying, if it looks like he's going to get a base runner or two, we'll have to get somebody else ready. But they're all relievers. They can get ready fast.
Yeah, let's see what he does.
All right.
Yeah,
I love him. I'm not worried.
If he puts somebody on, we'll get somebody up.
I'm not worried about Betances. I just know how short a leash he has pitching-wise. So we'll keep that in mind. Bill Freehand, 2 for 2. A single, and he got hit by a pitch. Oof.
Center fielder.
You have no answer for Bill Freehand. Dumb
Cobb's
luck. Only answer.
Cobb's not bunting with 1 out, right?
Let's bring in Irizarry.
In a third. All right. Might as well bet a bunt. Throw it. Ooh. I got him.
Left fielder.
Nice.
Colin.
If there was replay back in the 20s, we'd have a year right now.
All right. If I'm going to honor him. If K-Line gets on, we got to get somebody ready because Betances is already 13 pitches into his 25 max. Okay. So, all right. Yep.
Designated hitter.
Move up.
Cash.
So, Cash is up now, but next is Heilman, Cabrera, Trammell, Greenberg. So it's all right-handers after it.
We want a righty.
So versus righties, second best is Gossage or Righetti.
Against righties?
Yeah, Righetti's numbers are ridiculous. 207 righties hit off of him. 205 for Gossage. So, and Gossage is the right-hander.
And Goose burned us earlier in the year.
He did. He has not had a great year. If you hang on, let me close this. Check this out. Pitchers. Actually, hold on. Pitching versus right-handers. Right? So it's actually Sparky Lyle had the best year against right-handers. They hit 184 against him.
Let's get Sparky Lyle up then.
All right. So
I was going to go Righetti, but yeah, let's go Sparky. Righetti was awesome for us earlier this year.
Yeah. All right. So Betances' last batter is Norm Cash, who's singled, walked, grounded out, and hit a homer. So no worries. Oh, wild pitch.
Oh.
K-line to third. Oh, it's 3-0 to Norm Cash. Do you pitch around him at this point? Probably walk him, but don't give up any damage.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that because it's not going to – got 2 outs.
You can pitch around him or you can just put him on. Either way.
Let's do the pitch around.
Okay. All right.
Right fielder, Harry Heilman.
All right. Betances has 4 pitches left, but I don't want him to run out of gas mid at bat.
So do we want to do a mound visit here to get Sparky Lyle warm?
Yeah, that's how it'll work. If we go out, Betances is getting tired anyway. That gets Lyle ready, and in he comes. No pressure, Sparky.
Pitching for New York, number 28, Sparky Lyle.
What did I tell you about Harry Heilman?
He's here to break our hearts.
Here it is. I told you. A triple.
Third baseman,
6-4.
Cabrera.
Goodness.
I'm disappointed in you, Sparky.
Oh, sure. Now the
Yeah.
easy ground out.
Right?
Second
You're a
baseman,
bum, Lyle.
Gleyber
Above.
So we go to
Torres.
the top of the 9th, and Gleyber Torres doesn't have a snowball's chance of batting right here, I don't think. I mean, he's red hot, but batters versus right-handers. I mean, he's 4th best. Again, only played a third of a year. Your other options are Gordon, Judge, Mattingly, or A-Rod.
Yeah, let's just roll the dice.
Let him go?
Let's let him go.
All right.
Ride the hot hand.
And he's
All
on
right.
base.
Catcher, Yogi Berra.
You got to let Yogi hit, yes?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We're out of catchers, so he's got to hit.
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. Oh, drop it, Ty!
Left fielder, Joe DiMaggio.
Goodness. Now the MVP is up.
Right? Could not win it, but could put him up with a swing of the bat right here. Jody, who is ground out, single, fly out.
For the record, you want to get Mariano Rivera ready.
Oh, yeah.
You take the lead here. He's got to be in.
That's true. Usually with 1 out, it's enough time perfect, but this could be a double play, and we don't want to get
I mean, either way, we're going to get 2, and God forbid the triple play. But
right.
we're going to have 2 batters.
Yeah, that's a good call.
But
all right, Jody. That's through.
Hey!
The double scores 2. Might be a triple.
First baseman, Lou Gehrig.
Pretty happy about that right there.
Oh, Joe DiMaggio. And now he's on third
right.
base for Lou Gehrig.
Right?
Could we ask for a better spot than this?
Lou, who, and this is me giving the pub, Mike said, how you not going to bat Lou up there at the top? And here he comes up. Game on the line. Nobody out. Runner at third. Infield in. Lou Gehrig. Dude. No, not quite, but still. He's in there.
Center fielder, Mickey Mantle.
And now Donovan has crossed over his pitch threshold at 147. So I'm not sure why they're so.
I don't. He's given up 7 earned, so I don't know how many.
Yeah, I'm gonna take over Detroit for a second here, just to make sure they've got somebody up in the pen, because they should. Who's there? Hang on, I don't know them that well. Detroit pitchers ERA. Ooh, John Hiller had a tough year. Todd Jones didn't pitch at all, so don't let that 0 get you. Henneman's their closer. They don't have a lot of good options in the pen. Honestly, if you're a Tiger fan, and I know there's at least one watching, am I getting the closer ready here?
I
He's
think
there.
they're down. You need to get somebody up who can give them some potential length.
Might be Lolich then. He never pitched. He came up late in the year. We shuffled their bullpen because they had a couple guys who were dreadful.
I mean, it's I don't think anybody's going to criticize you either way, but Lord knows the the relief help has to come somewhere.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get Lolich up, and I'm going to get Todd Jones up, both. A long guy and a short guy, a lefty and a righty, and the computer can do whatever it wants. But they should definitely have a guy up now. Probably should have had a guy up already.
Could have had a guy up 2 innings ago.
Yeah. All right, so Detroit bullpen, give me Lolich, and that's fine, and give me Todd Jones. Okay, and now I'll give the computer control of Detroit again.
Computer will sit him back down.
Probably. All right, Mickey. Not quite there.
No.
Right fielder, Babe Ruth.
2 steals today for Babe Ruth.
Legs Ruth.
Ground out to third, infield single, fly ball to right, and then a single to right center to score Mickey. 2 down, Babe Ruth. And he walks. Oh!
Wheels.
85% to steal second.
Send him.
Go for it. He doesn't get a good jump. Sometimes that happens. Ruth unable to get a good jump. Now he's 46%.
All right. That's all right. Stay home. 2 outs.
Totally Irizarry, not quite.
Shortstop, Alan Trammell.
All
Yeah,
right.
guess what, Alan? Wave goodbye to Sparky Lyle.
Pitching for New York,
Sandman.
42, Mariano Rivera.
I forgot to do this earlier. It's just good to look at him, right? Like,
No El Santo here.
no. I didn't. Well, I've only messed with a couple guys. I got Jose Bautista taking a punch. I got Robin Ventura taking 3 or 4. You can guess the picture on that one.
Yeah.
I got El Santo. I got Silver King. I hope you get to see Fred McGriff because he wore a lot of hats in his career.
Tom Emanski.
But yeah, he's pointing at everything. Yeah, there's a couple more, but those are the notable. Oh, and I got Ozzie Smith upside down.
Upside down. You got to show us Rivera though, man. You can't have the best reliever in the game ever. There we go.
He's a beast.
Little FaceTime for Big Mo.
Alan Trammell leads it off. Oh, a single. I didn't even think about defensive replacements, but
Greenberg.
There's no real standout glove other than Judge is a little better than Ruth and Wright.
Let's at least get A-Rod in for Irizarry.
I guess I could do that. Let's check the numbers. A-Rod is, hang on. Where are you, A-Rod? He's a 6 to Irizarry's 5. So it can't hurt, but it's not a big deal. All right. A-Rod's like, I'm in the game, coach. I'm money in the playoffs, coach.
I'm hitting 5th.
Right? I'm rated better than Derek at shortstop, but you won't let me play there for some reason. That's pretty much it, A-Rod.
Yeah, more or less.
Here's Greenberg. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I thought he walked it off.
Second baseman, Charlie Gehringer.
I thought that was gone.
I did too.
All right.
Well, we certainly have ourselves in quite the mess, don't we?
Bit of a problem here.
I mean, there's no saving it, so.
Ruth dive, out chance 60%. Sure.
Yeah, we
He
got to have
doesn't get it. And Greenberg scores, and the Tigers walk it off. 8-7. Coming back with 3 in the 9th off Mariano friggin' Rivera. Babe Ruth dives and misses.
Oh,
and the Tigers take a 2-1 lead.
The final score from Comerica Park, Detroit 8, New York 7.
Oh,
Bill
2 in the
Donovan
9th.
is the winner. Mariano Rivera picks up the loss. Norm Cash hit home run number 1 on the season. Time of the game, 3 hours, 36 minutes.
This game is so cheap.
Look at it's like NBA Jam kind of, but
It really is. It's so cheap.
look at Mariano Rivera. No innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned. And then over here, where they're ranking the stuff for the guy for the day, Tanaka was not going to have a good day, and he only let him see one guy. Betances wasn't supposed to and didn't.
Yeah.
And then let's see, Donovan was just supposed to be okay, and he gave up 7. Only 4 earned, but still.
Well.
So there you go. Another thrilling edition of Eternal Baseball and a stunner in Motown as the Tigers take a big old bite out of the New York Yankees, come back on Mariano Rivera in the playoffs for an 8-7 win to give them a 2-1 lead in this American League Division Series.
Oh, this game is so cheap, Webb.
I'm going to have you know what? I don't feel like we did anything wrong there, but what are you going to do?
So cheap, Webb.
Man.
We need to figure out a new format so we're not playing live games next year.
Maybe we'll play as Detroit next time. We actually did for a bullpen part. Charlie Gehringer with the game-winning RBI. We were fine until you put A-Rod in.
Yeah, that was it. That was what turned the tide.
Well, there you go. That's a preview of the Monday action. The other 3 American League Division Series will all be live tomorrow. So look for Game 3, Philly at Chicago. That series tied at 1 apiece. Game 3 will be from Philadelphia. I believe that's a Kurt Schilling, Ed Rulebach game. Atlanta and San Francisco. The Giants have a 2-0 lead, but both games have been close. That series heads to Atlanta. I think that's Madison Bumgarner and Jim Whitney, perhaps. Oakland and Birmingham. That series comes back to Oakland, tied at 1 apiece. And that's Rube Waddell for Oakland against Ray Brown, who actually led the American League in ERA. So he's part of their pitching chimera over there. So that's Game 3 for them, and you've seen Game 3 here. We'll have scores for the other games and this box score up tomorrow. And we'll see if the Yankees can come back. They're in a hole, dropped 2 of the first 3, but kudos to the Tigers. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. We'll try it again if the Yanks are still alive next week, maybe.
Eternal Baseball is an angry god.
Right? Fate is a cruel mistress.
An angry, vengeful baseball deity.
It's one of my favorite lines. Fate is a cruel mistress from The Tick. So there you go. So we appreciate Mike stopping by and helping us out with the broadcast. You see him here kind of semi-regularly, but you see him all the time on the What's on Joe Mind podcast. Mike, give us the rundown.
Yeah, well, What's on Joe Mind? We bring you a nice weekly news roundup on the world of G.I. Joe. If you're an, well past your prime, middle-aged fool like we are, who love that property. We are every Friday night at 9 p.m. on our YouTube channel, which is WOJM, What's on Joe Mind. We are also on Facebook by the same name, and we simulcast live on Facebook as well. We are on Twitter at WOJM Podcast. We are on Instagram at What's on Joe Mind. It is us and the lovely Joe Colton, or in many cases a guest host, because Joe Colton people actually want to see her at places. So she sometimes she has other gigs. Last week somebody paid for her to be at a convention. Imagine somebody paying you to be at a convention.
It's good work if you can find it.
Telling you, it's rare. The only time I've ever been a guest at a show, I was probably running the show. That's not true. It's not true, but it hasn't been that often. So, but yeah, join us by all means Friday if you love action figures like we love action figures, and maybe a little more. Mm-hmm. What's on Joe Mind is your place to be. And
if you're not a big G.I. Joe fan, it's about 60% G.I. Joe, about 20% pro wrestling and 20% baseball. So yeah, we don't stay on topic very well. It's about an hour and a half. Yeah, the bosses keep telling us to stay on topic, but It's live, man. Hard to steer that ship live.
Who wants to listen to that guy anyway?
I think that's a good point. So that's it. Kind of a shocker, but as always, a good game to be had. We'll be back next week with another playoff matchup, and take a look at Eternal Baseball. EternalBaseball.com always gets the news first, and then it trickles down to our Facebook, to our Twitter, to our Instagram.
If you see that, Rob has it in the comments, sums it up really well. This program hates relief pitchers.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? Pretty much. So
up right there. Sorry to cut you off there, Whip.
Yeah, no, and Mariano had a great year as usual, but wow, a different game in the playoffs. So for Mike, for Rob, for me, and for Brent, who's on assignment, thank you for checking in. We'll see you again another time on the Eternal podcast.